Out of 8 billion people in this world, only one person has managed to complete this challenge. That's how hard and difficult this challenge is. And the one person is none other than myself. Yes, I'm the one who created this challenge and I'm the only one who completed this challenge. Unlike others, I'm not going to promise you if you take up on this challenge, your life will change, you will be in the top 1%. No, I'm not going to feed you that bullshit. Get this into your head. Your life will change when you change your lifestyle, not when you take up some challenge and do it for like 30, 50, 100 days and forget it about afterwards. No, that's not how it works. This challenge is not like any other challenges. I specifically designed it to change your lifestyle and to make you progress. You may not like it at first, but by the end of this challenge, you will embrace it. And this challenge will not be a challenge anymore. It will become your lifestyle. It will become a part of you. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. Okay, so this challenge is called Project Progress for a reason. And the reason is I divided this challenge into 3 parts. First 20 days, the next 30 days, and the last 50 days. First, we'll have a list of 10 things to do for the next 100 days, and you'll be doing all those 10 things for the next 100 days. But the difficulty of those 10 things will be gradually increasing from the first 20 days to next 30 days and to the last 50 days, making it easier for you to adapt. Normally, when someone takes up a challenge and quits it, the reason would be simple. Before the day one of taking up a challenge, they will be at their level 0. But when they take up on a challenge, they have to suddenly shift to level 100. It'll be okay at the start because they have some motivation to do it, but the motivation isn't going to stay. As the days go by, it will get hard, and if you're not hard enough, you will eventually break down and quit it. That's why I made this challenge in a way that you can progress little by little. In the first 20 days, you'll get to level 0 to level 30. The next 30 days, you'll get to level 60. And in the last 50 days, you'll reach that level of 100 without even a need of motivation. And that's why it's called Project Progress. Okay, now let's see the list of 10 things that you're going to do for the next 1 or 2 days. And you know the reason for those 2 extra days in the last part of the video, which is the most important part of the video and this challenge. So don't skip that part. First, a simple one, wake up in the morning. I don't care what time you wake up. But for the first 20 days, your ass shouldn't be on a bed after 8 a.m. And for the next 30 days, it will come down to 7 a.m. And in the last 50 days, you have to wake up before 6 a.m. You can wake up 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning. It doesn't matter. It's your wish. But one thing will be clear. You will not be on your bed after those time limits. Second, read books. For the first 20 days, you have to read at least 10 pages every single day. Then in the next 30 days, make it to 20 pages per day. And in the last 50 days, make it to 30 pages per day. You can read whatever the books you want. It can be fictional, non-fictional, novels, self-help, or any kind of books. It's your wish. But for the last 50 days, it should be only self-help books. And if you have any difficulty choosing what books to read, these are the books that I read during the challenge. If you can afford, you can buy all those books. But if you can't afford one, I'll drop the links of ebook versions of those books in my description as well. Check it out afterwards. Third, walking. For the first 20 days, you have to walk for at least 3 kilometers a day. And in the next 30 days, you have to walk for 4 kilometers a day. And in the last 50 days, make it to 5 kilometers a day. I bet as the days go by, this will be the favorite thing for you to do in this challenge. And you'll know the reason when you do the challenge. Fourth, knuckle push-up. The reason I chose knuckle push-up is when I was designing this challenge, I had a wrist injury. So I can't go to gym and lift heavy weights and I can't do normal push-ups because it will create a more stretch in here. So I was thinking about another option, and that's when I came to know about knuckle push-up, which is more effective. So if you want, you can change it to normal push-ups, but I insist you to do this knuckle push-up. And I'll drop a disclaimer too. Your knuckle will look like this after 1 or 2 days. To avoid this, try doing it in a softer surface. Okay, for the first 20 days, you have to do 50 push-ups. Then in the next 30 days, it will be 100 push-ups. And in the last 50 days, it will be 200 push-ups. It is not like a normal push-up, it is way harder. At the start, try doing it in a softer surface. And if you're doing normal push-ups, you have to do 2 times of the count of knuckle push-ups. If it's 50 in the first 20 days for knuckle push-ups, you have to do 100 for the normal push-ups. Hope you got it right. Fifth, no point. In this one, you're not going to progress anything. You will be at level 100 from the day 1. You will quit watching porn from day 1. There is no excuses. Sixth, drink water. For the first 20 days, you have to drink 3 liters of water a day. Then in the next 30 days, it will be 4 liters a day. And the last 50 days, it will be 5 liters a day. And you will be doing a huge mistake with this one, which I'm going to tell you later in this video. So watch till the end. 7. Eat healthier. For the first 20 days, avoid the snack items like Lay's, Kurkure, fried items, and soft drinks. The next 30 days, avoid eating street foods and fast foods like noodles, parota, fried chicken like that. And in the next 50 days, you should not even think about eating any food outside from your home. And there is a special exception for the guys who are living outside of your home. Because I have been there, I have been in this situation. So try eating healthier. Eat, avoid sugar. For the first 20 days, avoid ice creams, chocolates and sweets. The next 30 days, your sugar intake should only come from tea or coffee. not in any other form. The last 50 days, don't even think about sugar. Trust me, it will be a heaven like you'll feel much lighter, faster, and less lazy. 9th, no watching any live sports. The reason I added this and the sole reason I started this challenge is because India's lost at 23 World Cup. I had so much belief and I have never even had a thought of we losing. But we did that then, and it broke me, it shattered me, it devastated me. I couldn't write scripts, I couldn't sleep well, I couldn't work on anything. I was like a useless piece of shit. But things have to move on, right? That's why I made this challenge. I did this challenge and I completed this challenge. It's the same as one. We are not progressing anything over it from day one. It may be football, cricket, UFC, whatever the sport it is. Don't watch it live. If you want to follow it that much, watch highlights. But don't waste your time watching it live. And the last one is screen time. For the first 20 days, you will not have any type of screen time after 12 a.m. Then in the next 20 days, it will be down to 11 p.m. And in the last 50 days, it will be down to 10:30 p.m. I don't care what time you sleep, but you will not have any type of screen time after those time limits. And one more bonus thing is create a table like this so you can tick your progress daily. And if you can try journaling, it will make your mind free. It will make a big difference. Remember, I said this challenge is 1 or 2 days, right? But where are those 2 days? Let me explain. It's already a unique and hard challenge to do, but I've added something more special to it to make it magical. After the first 20 days, you will have a break day on the 21st day. And after finishing the next 30 days, you will have a break day at the 32nd day. In this break day, you can do whatever you want. You can watch porn, you can eat anything you want, and you don't have to follow any of those 10 things. You have freedom to do anything, just like how you will feel after completing this challenge. But the matter is, when you got all the freedom you want to do whatever you want, would you still do it? If you can somehow control all your emotions and follow those 10 things even in the break day, that's when you truly complete the challenge. As I said earlier, this is not a challenge where you can proudly say I finished this challenge, I am top 1% of the population. No, that is not the purpose of this challenge. The purpose of this challenge is to change your lifestyle. Even though there is no obligations for you to follow something, you still have to do it. You have to make yourself responsible, because that's what discipline is. And there are some things, some mistakes that you could avoid at all costs. The number one mistake you'll do is when doing push-ups, you'll be doing all those 100 or 200 push-ups at the same time. Don't do it. What I did was I'll be working or resting all the day. Just before going to bed, an hour before, I'll be doing those 200 push-ups in a single stretch, like in 15 or 10 minutes. What's wrong with this is, over the time, you will not be doing push-ups for the sake of your fitness. You'll be doing it to complete your challenge. You'll do it without a proper form, and that will result in heavy back pain. It will feel like your back tissues are tearing apart every time you make a move. I'm a person with high tenacity. I endured all that pain and completed the challenge, but not everyone can be like me, right? So don't do the same mistake like I did. Have alarm set for every hour of the day and do push-ups at regular intervals. And the second one is drinking water. I did the same mistake. I would actually drink at least 3 to 4 liters by evening itself, but drinking that last liter would always be a challenge for me. Again, I would drink that last liter of water just before going to bed, and that will result of not getting a good sleep. So try to drink those 5 liters before 8 p.m. As now I fucked up my sleep schedule and have severe body pain, I would have zero energy to work. All I would have is a body pain. And by the end of the challenge, it got 10x. I made these mistakes and I was bedridden for 3 weeks after completing this challenge. Whatever I did for those 102 days just vanished away. So don't do the same mistake that I did. I completed the challenge, but I couldn't be able to read the lifestyle that I was talking about. It took me some weeks to recover, and it took me some months to gain it all back and have a proper routine. If ever you have any doubts or facing any difficulties or need some motivation, you can contact me through Instagram. I'll always be there for reply you. You can rely on me. I'm posting this video on September 19th, and if you calculate the date from September 21 to December 31, you will have exactly 1 or 2 days to complete this challenge. But this doesn't mean you have to start exactly on September 21st. You can start whenever you want. There will always be 1 or 2 days waiting for you. You can take your progress pictures daily and add that to your Instagram story. I did the same when I started this challenge, and if you want, you can also tag me to your story. I'll be able to track your progress. And if you noticed, I've never talked about what you should do if you fail any one of the tasks, because failure is not an option, winning is. If you fail, I don't care what day you are in, you have to restart from the day 1. And I'm currently doing a secret challenge which I'm not going to reveal it until I complete it. Probably no, you will see what challenge I took and completed it on Jan 1st, 2025. So that's it. But remember this always, a single step forward is always better than staying at the same place.